I know, I won't go away. That's right, I'm back. This is Mr. Mac. Algebra 2, lesson 17.4. We're halfway through my video library. I know you're excited about that. Last time we spoke, we were talking about standard angles on the coordinate plane. We were talking about changing degrees into radians and radians into degrees. And then today we're going to try to show you why you're learning all this stuff. Okay, this one's a really important video, video lesson 17.4. I'm going to make your life easy. Okay, I'm all about making the life easy. We're heading towards something called a unit circle. Okay, right here, all I have is quadrant 1. Okay, of the unit circle, and I'm going to make your life easy. How we can use a calculator. Okay, to check your work just to make sure you're good. Okay, so first thing, these are quadrant 1 values right here that you're just going to have to memorize. Okay, the first one you're going to see a lot is the square root of 3 over 2. Well, the square root of 3 over 2 is 87 cents. You need to know that. Okay, the next one is the square root of 2 over 2. You need to memorize that's 71 cents. You know 1/2 is 0.5. Good. You know 0 is 0. You know 1 is 1. These are the values that we're going to focus on this unit circle. Today, we're only looking, though, at quadrant 1. Okay? So in quadrant 1, let me just kind of remind you, all right, you know, right here on the x-axis, we started at 0 degrees. Then the first one was 30. Okay? Remember, the middle one was 45 degrees. Then the next one was 60. And then we add 30, and then this one's 90. Okay? So we're just going to focus on 0 down here, 30, 45, 60, and 90. And then we're actually going to find these ordered pairs right here. These are actual ordered pairs that we're going to be finding. And at first you're going to think I've completely lost my mind. But I do think it will connect, I really do. And if you're noticing that red right triangle, yeah, it's because it's there, okay? Because I told you, Algebra 1 related to geometry, geometry is related to Algebra 2. All of these math classes are related to each other. Probably the most important thing on this screen is that x values are going to be the cosine of given angle of theta, and y is going to be the sine values of the given angle or sine of theta. Again, look, alphabetical order, okay? Must note this. Okay, so let me do this. To make this make sense, let me erase all of the points except for the one at 30 degrees, okay? All right, make sure you get this chart. I'm telling you, I'm trying to find the easiest way to make this connect, okay? All right, so honestly, what we're trying to say is, if I were to draw in a standard angle, okay, that is 30 degrees, look, this is a positive 30-degree angle, okay? I can draw in this right triangle right here, okay, and think about it, okay? This value right here, running from here to here, is going to be the x of the ordered pair. And from here to here is your y value, okay? So when you come to this 30-degree point that we're talking about, this is the x comma y value. All right, let me move that x where you can see it. Okay, so I'm saying the distance from 0 to 0 to this point over here is your x value, and then from here to the given point we're looking for is your y value. So the answer is x comma y. The only thing different is you're going to substitute and make it cosine of theta is the first value, and sine of theta is the second value. Okay, cosine of theta is going to be the first value, sine of theta is going to be the second value. All right, so watch what you do, okay? You come back here, and all you have to know is what angle we're messing with. So I'm going to get rid of all the other angles. All right, here's your 90-degree box every time, okay? I'm looking for 30 degrees. Look, 30 degrees hits this point. This is the only point I want to focus on right now. So you're going to grab your calculator, make sure it's in degree mode, okay? And you're going to literally go cosine of 30 degrees. Close the parentheses on some models, and it gave me 86 cents. When you round it, or actually 87 cents. So this first value is 0.87. Okay, that's the cosine of theta or the cosine of 30. Now you're going to go sine of 30 degrees, and that is 1/2 or 0.5. Okay, we're focusing only on 30 degrees. All right, the triangle that I made focuses on that being a 30-degree angle. And look, you just type in cosine of 30, sine of 30, and it gives you those values. Then I want you to come over here and look for 87 cents. Look, 87 cents is the square root of 3 over 2. So now, change that to the square root of 3 over 2. If you get 0.5, well, 0.5 is 1/2. This is going to be 1/2. Okay? All we're doing is finding this ordered pair, all right, having a 30-degree angle right here. And that's the answers you get when you type it in. Okay, are you with me? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase that 30 degrees, that point. I'm going to take your triangle, and now I'm going to move it where it hits the 45-degree point. And you don't have to do this every time, but I'm just showing you where it's coming from. So now I'm moving that, and I'm moving this down over here, the hypotenuse. Okay, and you're just going to do the same game again, okay? But now, this is not 30, this is 45 degrees. So you're going to type in cosine 45. You're going to type in sine of 45. So here I go, here I go. If you don't believe me, look, calculator shadow. Okay, so I go cosine of 45 degrees, and I get 0.71. All right, so I'm going to put 0.71 right here. I'm going to type in sine of 45 degrees. Okay, and I'm also going to get 0.71. So 71 cents, the 45-degree angle, it's always the same. Okay, come to your chart, 71 cents is the square root of 2 over 2. So guess what? Go ahead and change those to the square root of 2 over 2. They want you to memorize quadrant 1 like this with the fraction and the radicals. I want you to, but if you get stuck, yes, you can type in cosine of 45, sine of 45, and you can get these decimal equivalents, and then just know that 71 cents is the square root of 2 over 2. Okay? All right, so let me erase everything. You don't have to be making all these right triangles. All right? You don't have to. So if the next one we're going to do is 60 degrees, all I want you to do is use your calculator to generate it. So here I go, here I go. I'm going to hit cosine of 60 degrees. All right, before you write anything down, okay, you got 0.5, right? Go to the chart, 0.5 is 1/2. Put a 1/2 right here. The cosine of 60 is 1/2. Okay, now I want you to do the sine of 60. All right, sine of 60 gave me 0.866, I rounded to 87 cents. Before you write 0.87, look at my chart, square root of 3 over 2. Notice something, okay? At the 30-degree point, it was the square root of 3, comma 1/2. Square root of 3 over 2, comma 1/2. At the 60 degrees, it was 1/2, comma square root of 3 over 2. That's always going to be true for 30 and 60. You just switch those values, okay? So you now found 30's values, 45 degrees values, 60-degree values. Let's do 90, okay? So I'm going to go cosine of 90, all right, and I get 0. And I'm going to do sine of 90, and I'm going to get 1, okay? But remember, this is actual graph paper. This is coordinate paper. Our radius for our unit circle, the reason why it's called a unit circle is our radius is 1. So look, When you come out here, this is 1, 0. When you're at 0 degrees or 360, it's 1, 0. So when you're at 90 degrees, you're at 0, 1. Okay? This is only quadrant 1. If you memorize quadrant 1, you can then generate the entire circle. Okay? So before I switch slides on you, definitely want to keep this chart. You want to look, you only got to really memorize 2 values because you know 1/2 is 0.5, you know 0 is 0, and you know 1 is 1. All right, and you just need to memorize square root of 3 over 2 is 87 cents, square root of 2 over 2 is 71 cents. Okay, and this is just quadrant 1. Make sure you know cosine theta and then sine theta. All right, so let me bring the whole circle, okay, because that's where we're going. So eventually, you're going to be filling in this whole circle, okay, with these values. All right, but real quick, let's fill in, what we just did, just to make sure you're good here, okay? Let's just go ahead and fill in what we did, all right? One more time, it's good practice, all right? This one right here is 0 or 360. This is what, 30 degrees? This is 45 degrees, this is 60 degrees, and this is 90. All right, your radius is 1. Look, your radius is 1, 1, 0. Look here, 0, 1. All right, and then do you remember the values that you got? All right, so for 30 degrees, this was square root of 3 over 2, 1/2. This one's an easy one. They're both square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2. And then this one, flip that one. 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. Okay, this is quadrant 1. All right, all these values are going to be very similar over there. Okay, now I just want to finish the important ones, or the ones that are very common you see all the time. This is 180. Okay, this one's 270. All right, wait, what's that? Oh my God, excellent. You knew this is graph paper, and if it's 1, 0 this way, if I go this way 180, it's -1, 0. And if 90 is 0, 1, and I go south, then this is 0, negativo 1. Nice, okay? All right, so far, this is mainly quadrant 1. All right, and then we'll do an activity to fill in the rest of the circle. Can you guys change these to radians? So real quick, if I give you 30 degrees, which is this one right here, do you remember how to change it into radians? You're going to multiply by pi over 180. So you're just going to put the pi in the back, and you're going to reduce the 30 and the 80, and you're going to get pi over 6. Okay? Can you find me all the rest of these in radians? Okay, see if you can do that. Again, this is Mr. Mack. Hope all is well. This is lesson 17.4, unit circle, quadrant 1.